So by that logic, if I keep coming back here, I could be the next James Bond.
Can I have your port for no reason whatsoever? How about the other one? How about the other one? Yes. Morning, it's a beautiful day and I thought I'd start some vlogging again, but first of all, more coffee. I've had my first coffee this morning, but let's make another one. Now I use this machine here because in lockdown I thought to myself, let's actually get a really decent machine because this actually makes proper coffee. I call it proper coffee. And sometimes we like to do it as a syrupy latte, and sometimes we like to do it as a mocha. So we either use Cadbury's or Galaxy. I think they use Galaxy in Costa, I'm not sure. But it's got a proper tamping thing as well. You have to tamp it properly as well. And to do the proper mocha, we have this deal here, which is actually really good at cleaning itself once we're done with it. So you put this in here, you put that in there. I don't use sugar. And latte, go. And then actually what we do is we take a spoon of the chocolate at the same time, and I should have done this beforehand to avoid making a mess, but we put 1 spoon of that in there. You mix it with the coffee, and that makes sure that it mixes properly, because otherwise it doesn't tend to mix very well. And there we have a very nice mocha. So welcome back to Vlogmas, day 5, although I apologise we missed yesterday because I've just been exceptionally busy lately. I mean, I'm always busy. Now, someone recently said, you know, no one will remember you for how busy you were. They'll remember you for, you know, what things you did, who you were with, and the times you spent together. I think that's a really important lesson because we can all be too busy at certain times, but I have genuinely been so busy, lots of work to do, but also trying to grow these channels at the same time. And I have to remind myself which channel I'm on because I've done videos for 3 separate channels today. So here, Secrets, I'm really trying to grow this channel. I enjoy growing this channel. This is more free-flowing, my general thoughts. I'm also doing some voluntary videos recording for a martial arts club and a charity, and I'm trying to push that agenda to help people protect themselves and understand the law for self-defense. That's coming soon. That will be on blackbeltbarrister.com. So if you want to go there and sign up to the website, it's free, and then you'll get an update as to when those videos come out. Understanding the law and self-defense, how you can protect yourself, etc. The first video, it's meant to be an intro, but it's going to be about 45 minutes long to give you an idea. It's meant to be an intro and overview of self-defense law, but it's going to end up about 45 minutes long. The video at the moment is an hour, but I'll chop bits out probably, and it'll end up about 45 minutes long. And my main channel, I'm enjoying covering the news and the politics and things going on. Some people don't enjoy that, but most people seem to enjoy that. The views are up. I don't just do it for views, but although, you know, doing YouTube, of course, you measure on views, and generally it's nice to know that I'm producing videos that audience likes to see. So largely, yes, there's an argument that it is for views because it's for what people like to watch. And what I can provide. And if the best value I provide is what people watch, then of course I'll do more of what people watch. There is this thing that people talk about on YouTube of getting stuck into a niche, an area that you didn't want to be in. And this channel here, Secrets, is a little bit of an example of that because it started out as martial arts, and it started really as a one-to-many platform so I could teach people martial arts. Those videos are still there. They're about 13 years old, some of them, or 10 or 13 years old, whatever it is. They are still there. They've still got some views, and I think people still watch them. But that's how it started. But then I started doing, someone asked me, you know, about pain management because I've got a lot of pain issues with my broken disc in the back. Shut your ears for 10 seconds if you don't like gory stuff, but my disc broke and the disc material went into the spinal canal and is pressing against nerves. So I'm in constant pain and have been for 15 odd years. But medication does sometimes help kill the pain, but stretching and etc. also helps with the pain. So I started doing some stretching and sciatica videos, which I learned from my osteopath at the time. So I did some videos on that to help people with that as well. That was my most viewed video, I think, to date.
has over 4 million views. So that's my sort of hero video. But the point there is that almost started to push me down one really, really niche, or niche as you say in the States, but a really niche area of stretching and back pain. Now, in retrospect, I sort of wish I did carry on doing that because I think I would enjoy doing those videos. But at the time, I didn't want to get pushed into that direction.
So any of you who've watched my channel for a while by now, you know that I've moved my studio around quite a bit. Obviously, papers, obligatory stack of papers somewhere. I'm using the 2 cameras at the moment. You can see this one here is currently being shown on here, and I can flip between them using this. So I can flip between the cameras and screen shares and that sort of stuff using the Elgato Stream Deck. I've got my Rodecaster for the sound, the Shure SM7B for the mic here. Also, there is a story to tell you about the Sony mic, which is absolutely fantastic. And so that links with an older story, but I'll come back to that.
Today we have 2 Advent gifts from my partner, Holy, because I didn't do the video yesterday. So I'm guessing these are sachets as well. This is not sponsored, but they do energy drinks, iced teas, and hydration drinks. They know I love them, so they sent me these. Pear, sour cherry, interesting, like those old sweets you used to get, and pineapple. Pineapple's really nice. That was day 4. Day 5, we got day 5 today, aren't we? Day 5. Oh, it's not sachets. What's this? What are these? Ah, I think these are like travel capsules. You put the powders in so you can travel with them. How cool. That's really cool. That's quite a surprise, actually. That'd be quite useful because I'm always traveling around to and from court and teaching in various places, so I can take these with me.
I have to show you this because I ordered a new fleece from Rohan. Orange, obviously, because that's probably one of my favorite colors, in case you haven't gathered. But then it was pointed out to me that it's the same color as our Good Grip duster that we use for the piano. So, yeah, maybe it's even the same material. I'm not sure. What do you think? It looks the same to me.
Now, since we're in Vlogmas and sharing things that we don't normally share, many of you may not know that we have an ant farm. This is the outworld where they get their food. This was the original tube that they came in, but they've now evacuated here, although this still has water. There's a few of them coming back for water, look. These are acorn ants, named so because they normally live in an acorn in the wild. They're housed in here. This stops the light getting in to keep them all calm. But you can take a sneak peek. May not be everybody's cup of tea, I understand, but some of you may find it interesting. See how tiny, weeny tiny they are? What I might try and do is get proper macro lens set up so you can see them properly, because this is probably not the best way of looking at them with my normal camera, but they are tiny little things.
But anyway, as to the news and things like that, it's really a strange time at the moment because with these non-crime hate incidents hitting the news, I have to adjust myself because of my back, but with these non-crime hate incidents being reported, now it's a really key issue because I've had clients that have genuinely been threatened with prosecution because they've reported something. Actually, it was something done to them. I can't say too much, obviously, but it was something done to them. They reported it to the police. The neighbor said, yeah, but it was him. It wasn't me. And so the police came to my client, threatening my client with prosecution if he didn't stop doing what he was doing to sort of protect his own situation. As I say, I can't say too much. But the police threatened him, and it wasn't him that was at fault. It was the other person. And so I find that really, really irritating that the police just would not listen to essentially our side of the story. Now, there's always two sides to a story. There's always arguments to be made, but this was really, really clear. I can't give you the details because there's even a tangential way of someone hearing what I say, and then it's a breach of confidentiality. But just because I get a lot of views, but it was not my client's fault. It was the other guy's fault. And my client was the one being threatened. And so that's the real problem with these non-crime hate incidents. If someone gets reported for a hate thing and it's not a crime, but the police say, well, it's enough to be recorded as a non-crime hate something, that goes against them. And then they're essentially being threatened that later they might be prosecuted with something. And I personally find that really unacceptable. I don't think that's a good use of police time. I don't think it's justified for data protection. I don't think it's justified as a means of, in most cases anyway. There will be some cases where it probably should be recorded in some form, but then perhaps it should be recorded in the form of a caution if it isn't really meeting the threshold to actually be prosecuted. Maybe they just have either an informal or a formal caution instead of being prosecuted, but instead of being recorded as a hate crime. So I just have a real bad feeling about these, and I suspect, because there are tens upon tens of thousands of these being recorded, I suspect that there'll be a lot of people, maybe thousands of people, that may have a valid claim against the police for misusing their personal data, recording these things against them when they really shouldn't be doing that, because they may be flagged up on an enhanced check, for example. And that, if you're going for a job as a teacher or something else, having something like that flag up against you would be really detrimental, and I think unacceptable. But anyway, I hope you like my ramblings and my musings for Vlogmas Day 5. I will endeavour to include more vlog style. One person yesterday, I will call this out. One person yesterday in the comments, I do read comments and I like the nice comments. I normally ignore the negative comments, but I will call this one out. Someone said yesterday or the day before, said, I don't like the vlog bits and I don't like what you're talking about. So I just thought, why are you here then? If you don't like it, fine, I won't take offense, but why be nasty in a comment? I don't see the point in that. Not everything is for everyone, but that doesn't, it's like some people say, I don't like your politics and your news videos. Well, go and watch the other ones, because I challenge anyone to have watched every video that I've put out. There's got to be 2,500 videos. The YouTube counter is not always entirely accurate, I find, but there's got to be 2,500 videos by now. And so I challenge anyone to have watched every single one of them. So until they've done that, they can't really complain. But I find it fun nonetheless. I take no offense. People can comment whatever they like. But thank you for joining me for my ramblings, my musings, and I will hopefully see you tomorrow.